And that's all these wonderful people that I knew and loved. It is so good to be here.
And let me make sure I have your name. What's your name?
Mary Beach.
Mary. And you taught what kind of classes?
Special education. For 30 years.
30 years.
Bill was 87.
So you were there when it closed, then?
This grade, huh?
Yes, and then we went to Sequoia.
We go to the Hair, same the Hair, and they
We were in class of
18
65
bucks and I saw him every day.
at San Carlos.
Maria? Really?
It's wonderful
She's
to
moving.
take these pictures.
Yeah, well, thank you. And what's your name?
My name's Rod Lanier. My father and I know everything in the world there is to know. Ask me a question.
What's the meaning of life?
That's something my father knows. Next question.
And so you taught at San Carlos High?
I taught at San Carlos High. I coached football and track, and I never taught history really. I just taught Rod Lanier 1 and Rod Lanier 2. I only knew so much.
And what years were you there?
68 to 82 until they closed it.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
He went to Sequoia.
I'm here with one of our old friends, Diane. Diane, you taught at St. Carlos High?
I did, from 1970 to 1982 when it closed.
All the time till they closed, really?
Yeah.
And you were also in our class of 65. That's wonderful.
I started teaching at San Carlos as soon as I got my teaching credential right out of college.
And what did you like about teaching there, and what memories do you have?
The faculty was fabulous. It was just the best group of people. As you can tell, all this time later, we're still friends. Wonderful faculty. Probably the best.
Some of the other teachers have said the communication was excellent there between the faculty.
Yeah.
They thought it was really good.
Yeah. Very collaborative. Real collaborative. Worked together well. Supported the students. Worked through some very difficult times.
Yeah, there were some difficult years in there, weren't there? Very difficult. Well, I'm glad you came today and you were able to participate in this.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks.
My name is Dave Tice.
I'm Larry Trice. There was also a Heiss.
Yeah. Norm Heiss.
Norm Heiss. We used to get our own phone calls by mistake because the people answering couldn't quite hear it right. We'd get each other phone calls all over.
And when did you teach at St. Carlos High?
Beg pardon?
When did you teach?
I came in as head counselor in January of 1979. So I worked until it closed in 82. So I was there 3.5 years. Wonderful years, fantastic school. The layout was beautiful, and the staff was fabulous. Well, just superb staff, and I give credit for that to Jay Poland, who was the vice principal at that time. And he was magnificent, smart man, and just very practical.
And Larry was there too then, that's why, right?
Right. I was there for 4 years as a student, and then 8 years later came back as a teacher in '73, and I stayed with the district until 2004 doing stuff, teaching the whole bit. Was there when we closed, went down to Sequoia. I was in the math department. I got hired by Hal Anderson, and the principal at the time only asked me one question during the interview to get hired into the district. His question had nothing to do with the math department. He just asked me what was I willing to teach. He was a former PE teacher. to coach, I should say.
Well, your teaching touched a lot of lives,
Yeah.
and I'm sure the students appreciate it.
I remember, but I don't remember.
You were there. We got pictures of it. So I'm taking a little video of this little get together. Do you have anything that you would like to say about your memories at St. Carlos High?
The memories are gone. The hearing aids and the eyeball's gone, and the hearing aids are gone. Everything's negative. I'm a candidate for Alzheimer's.
Well, I can tell you that all your students remember you, and you were a big influence on their life.
Thank you. I got one guy sent me a letter and told me the same thing.
Steve Carnevale.
Steve Carnevale.
No, he was a neighbor of mine, and
You can't believe the letter he sent me. They say thank you to him.
right for your work.
Right. He seems to think that I was influenced his life.
You did.
I can't believe
Influenced his life, and he really appreciates it. I know he wanted to get that letter to you, so it was wonderful.
You can't believe the letter, though. Did you ever see him?
We're trying to get him to a reunion. We can't seem to get him to a reunion, but
Is he still local, or?
I think he moved up to the Gold Country somewhere. So,
Well, he had a couple of houses in St. Carlos. He said.
but he said he's going to come to the next one. So we'll try to get him there.
Well, you tell him that he did a great job.
Okay, you appreciate that.
Really impressed me. That I didn't think I did anything but whip him.
Well, he appreciated you. It was obvious.
That was great.
Thank you.
The gal who married the townhouse.
Well, I'm Penelope Bowen, and I taught math in San Carlos. I joined in September of 1963. So it was, the second year or so that it was in existence. And I don't know, I guess there were a lot of changes over the year. I can't... I enjoyed the teaching. We went through some tough times. We went through. I mean, that was the Vietnam era, and it reminded me a little bit in terms of this recent walkout. This last week when the students walked out, I said I felt so proud of them, and my granddaughter walked out. I was so proud. And yet, when we were teaching in the '60s, we were supposed to be the teachers, and so we couldn't support the students with their things, and that was hard. I remember. And those who remember the saying, don't trust anybody over 30. When I turned 30, I was so glad I was really 30.
Now you can be trusted.
Because now I can't be trusted. But when I was, I was only 23 when I started teaching. I was supposed to be this figure of authority. And
Who was the department chair when you started? Hal Anderson?
Hal Anderson. Oh no, Spoke Garcia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Carmino Garcia, but he went by the nickname Spoke. And then Hal Anderson, who since died, and then Hal Drake was just for 1 year, and then I became department chair. And Bill Walty was principal along with Phil Maslin. But I just remember I was very fond of the kids, and there were some kids because I was pretty strict. I know a lot of kids didn't like me, but a lot of them we were very friendly.
When you look back, they really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And how about you?
My name is Giacomatzi, and I started in 1972. I began substituting, and then when Jimmy Coffis passed away, Charlie Mendoza moved up to vice principal, and I was hired as the assistant to the vice principal, which is really an advantage because I got to meet a lot of the faculty members that first year. Second year, Van Occasion, I started a program for kids that were, Jay called it his special class for kids that were a little different, and for 2 years we taught kind of an adapted program for kids who were having problems with the regular school. It was really fun. And then Mary Beach recruited me to go into special education program. So I taught with Mary in special ed for the rest of the time. But I also coached basketball. I began coaching C's and D's with Dan Silva, and then moved up to junior junior varsity. And then 1 year I coached the varsity, and it was the championship team 26-2. We were 10-0 in league and went to playoffs and lost in overtime to Gunn High School. But it was a team that I still remember.
Okay, I am Carol Kelso, but I was Carol Hersberg.
Okay, and you were at St. Carlos High.
I was at St. Carlos High from 1971 to when it closed, and then I went and taught at Menlo Atherton.
Okay, and you taught what subject?
English teacher.
English, really?
Yes.
So, did you tell me about some of the experience? Do you have any strange or funny experiences at St. Carlos High?
I don't think there's any strange experiences, but I had it was a very good place for me. I was one of the younger teachers, and the English department was very welcoming, and it was a nice place to teach. And I was commuting from San Francisco at that time, and then 3 years later I moved down to Redwood City, so it was close by, and it was a great school.
I think I had an English teacher, Mrs. O'Hagan. Was
yes,
one
Virginia
of the
O'Hagan.
Yeah, she was a great teacher.
Fairly recently passed away, maybe 2 years ago or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah. So, well, you've touched a lot of students over the years with your teacher. I'm sure they remember you.
I hope so.
And as I said, I'm going to put this out on YouTube, and so people will be able to take a look at it. There's a Facebook group that has all the years of St. Carlos High. Anybody who joins that group sees, from any year. And I'm going to put it there so it'll be not only my years, but also the years that followed.
Okay. Well, I also taught for 2 years in the Ilios program, the last 2 years that it existed. And I do have some contact with some of those former students.
Okay.
I think what's amazing for me is to realize that some of my former students are in their 50s and even early 60s. And I just turned 70. So.
And they're becoming teachers, and they're working in education too.
Some of them are, and some of them do other interesting things.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Nancy Allison.
Nancy Allison?
Yes.
Allison. Okay. And what years did you teach there?
I came in '66, and of course I didn't leave until they kicked us out in 1982.
You were there a long time?
Yes, really about half of my career.
Oh, wow.
We really fought against it. We went kicking and screaming because we were so young. We considered ourselves young Turks, and we were all very cohesive. I was one of the 4 people that founded Ilios, which is since your time, of course. But that was a wonderful thing, school within a school. In fact, I think really when I think about my career, one of the things that kept me going is I did different things. When I first came to St. Carlos, I was teaching regular English classes. Then we did Ilios, which was a school within a school, and did everything from, I've been up Half Dome with kids, no insurance. Can you believe it? Rod Lanier was on that trip also. And then, of course, we had to go to different schools, but I was at Menlo Atherton. But we always, as you see from this gathering, we always consider ourselves St. Carlos teachers. It was there. We were young, and it was our, kind of our formative teaching years because it was a new school. Well, you must have gone when it was brand new, maybe.
We were, 65 was the first year that there was all 4 years were full. But it was a wonderful place. We loved it there, and I'm sure you touched a lot of students over the years. And
still touching them in a way. I still tutor. I can't give it up.
Oh yeah? Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. That's wonderful. Yeah. Any other memories that...
Well, I remember the graduations as being freezing.
Yeah.
Just the friends that I've made, and these people, I don't just see them here. Rod Lanier, Bob Farina, Penelope Bowen, Carol Hersberg, I see all of them still, so we're still friends. A few of the people here I don't see, but it was a great place. Mostly the people that made it, I think.
Well, thank you for your years of service.
I think it's really sad that people in I don't know where you live, but the people in St. Carlos would give their eye teeth for a high school right now. That was so short-sighted of the district to shut that down.
Yeah, exactly.
Really short-sighted.
Exactly.